Good afternoon to everyone. I hope that everyone has been having a blessed and productive day, week, month, and year thus far. You know how I do. Think it, write it, speak it, do it. Spread love. Mwah. I love you all. Make today great because you're great. And greatness comes from greatness. So I wanted to share a little something with y'all. I am filtered up right now because I look a hot mess. Ain't no way around it. A lot of people do, a lot of people don't. I don't care about them talking about me. I look a hot mess, so I filtered up. My hair is blah. My skin, though you can't see it because of the filter, is blah. And the rest of me is blah. Okay? I was on the clock, I was working, and I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm clocking out. For the rest of the day, I'm going to give myself some me time. Specifically, just me for what I want to do. This filter, even with the little sparkles, I think is a little bit closer to how I actually look. The other one was super smooth. This one, you can still see the bags under my eyes. You don't see all my humongous open pores. And my skin is much chocolate or much more melanated than this. But nonetheless, you see a little bit more of the flaws. I'm okay with that. Little pimples here and there. I wanted to make a video today talking about mental health. People that deal with depression, people that deal with anxiety, people that deal with all other kind of mental health issues, bipolar, borderline personality, schizophrenia. I can't. Those are the ones just off the top of my head. It's hard. It's hard to do it on a quote unquote regular normal day every single day. It would be even more harder to do it during this time of quarantine. Trust me. Whether you are home alone by yourself, completely with no other human being, whether you're home alone with family, whether you're home with friends, whether you're home with a spouse, significant other, whether you're home with children, it's hard. It's even harder for the people that are completely by themselves. Let's not get this twisted. But dealing with any kind of mental health, it's hard in this kind of quarantine position. What's helped me is, first of all, I have a group chat with my immediate family, which is hella fucking dope. Shout out to my family. Y'all the real MVPs. Because I felt myself really losing it, really starting to snap out of reality. And I reached out. I text them and I said, hey y'all, I'm about to lose my fucking mind. Like for real. And they reached back out. They text me, they called. I love my fam. You need that. It's essential. There we go. We're getting a little bit more melanated. I like it. It's very important that you reach out. I've never ever felt that my family could truly understand and help me with my whole mental state. But I'm seeing now is different. And they have, and they can, and they do. And I'm appreciative of that. I've had three of my good friends check up on me. Love you, ladies. Appreciate you so much. And I've also reached out to them. Everybody that knows me knows I'm going to call, text, email, reach out to anyone. That's just how I am. But I don't always get that reciprocated, even though I give it out. So when I do get it, I appreciate it. Shout out to my fam. Shout out to my homegirls. I appreciate you and love you so much for checking on me sporadically. And it's not because they know I got any issues, because I really don't tell nobody. Like, oh, even now, I just realized I didn't actually say it. Listen, it's chocolate, baby. Filtered or not, chocolate is chocolate. Okay. So, I deal with, on a regular, everyday basis, with depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder. Um, I've always been anxious. I had my first anxiety attack. I was 17. Yeah, I was 17. Um, I've always been depressed. I knew I was depressed since I was a kid. I've always been depressed. Life has been real. Um, Bipolar. I knew I was bipolar before I was diagnosed with it. I never spoke about it to anyone, but I knew. So after years and years of counseling, there was finally a real ass counselor that found it and knew. The reason I say it like that is, shout out to all human beings that have chosen to take the path of working in mental health. It's not easy. But I say it like that because there are people out there that don't take the time to master their purpose. Not their career, not a skill, not a craft, but their purpose. You do have to master your purpose. God gave it to you. Doesn't mean you don't have to master it. And people always like to tell me you too smart for your own good. And I'm thankful for that because I'm always able to decipher which of these counselors just don't know. They may mean well. Some of them don't mean well, but they just don't know. So when I finally met a real one and they diagnosed me and told me, I felt so relieved. Not because, I've been holding this for so long and nobody knew, but it gave me faith in humanity that people freaking care about their purpose enough to notice. Shout out to that counselor. You the bomb. I have seen counselors, therapists, psychologists, and psychiatrists. Psychiatrists are my least favorite because they don't talk to you. They get your information on a piece of paper, and then they talk to you about your name. Hey, what's your name? Okay, that's you. How you doing today? How you feeling? All right, this is your prescription. Is that all psychiatrists? No, I can't say that because I haven't seen every single psychiatrist in the world. But my experience and a lot of other people's experience that I've spoken to, they have had that experience with psychiatrists. So I'm not too bummed about them. Psychologists, I studied psychology in school. I was very interested, still am interested. There's a few psychologists that I did see. I was cool with it. I just look at it more as a business aspect than a personal aspect. But yeah, the psychologist, I look at it as a more business career aspect, not so much personal. So not a negative or a positive thing. It's just, it is what it is. Um, Psychologists are very helpful. The science of the mind is very helpful, behavioral, and how it all mixes in together. Therapists, I like therapy. I'm not gonna lie. I really like therapy because to me, therapy is just you bouncing your words and your voice off of that other person. To me, that's what therapy is. And I think it's very therapeutic. I think it works for those that are ready for that stage. There's this cliche, but you gotta want help. If you don't want it, you ain't gonna get it. That's just what it is. And I think therapy is very beneficial. It's helpful. It's healthy. And I like therapy. Therapy, definitely my thing. Counseling. Whew, counseling. With counseling, I have a love-hate relationship with counseling because people seek me for counseling. Isn't that freaking crazy? So that's why I kind of always had a love-hate relationship with counseling because I seek counsel and people seek counsel in me. So, over the time of me really learning and dealing and diving into it, everyone is a counselor to someone. So I don't think counselors just a one place type of thing. Like you can only get counseling through this or through them or through everyone's a counselor, and everyone receives counseling from someone in some kind of way. So I love when I can give it, and I even love when I receive it. But it's still a love-hate relationship with counseling. Um, a lot of people will feel that all four of these titles are one and the same. A lot of them will feel they're all completely different. However, a person chooses to feel about all four titles as one or all separate, that's your choice. You're allowed to feel what you want to feel. But that was my breakdown of it. Now, so that was my breakdown of my anxiety, my depression, and in regards to my bipolar. So, with that being said, you're gonna hear she crazy, or I knew that's why Jenny was crazy, or whatever people are gonna think and say. I keep looking back because I have my foot on top of, let me show you. I have my foot on top of my toilet seat. IDKY, I just do that from time to time. Well, I'm standing on my feet, so I guess it hurts, so I just need to, prop my feet up from time to time. Anyway, yeah, so whatever people are gonna think and say, I don't care. I never really cared so much, but I want to be informative based on my experiences. That's all I can speak on is my experiences. I love the freckles. So, once again, it's just based off of my experiences and what has helped me throughout the years and the things that I've endured. It's it's very real. And it's not easy to deal with. So whatever help I can give continuously to myself and to anyone else, I'm all for giving it. I find myself in the most awkward places mentally. Like, I'm dumb hype, but dumb like blah at the same time. At the same exact time. It's not a interchanging. It's not an in and out. They're happening with the same intensity at the same time. Just as much as I want to cry and be sad is just as much as I want to cry and be sad is just as much I want to be happy and just ecstatic. It's as intense, each emotion at the same time going on in my head and in my heart. And that shows in a lot of my words and actions. And on top of that, I'm very intelligent. So I'm able to know and see things in the moment that they're happening and still feel it intensely because I'm an empath. So imagine knowing and feeling everything to its full capacity every single time, all the time about yourself. And then also knowing and feeling that when you get around other people because you are fully aware of your energy and of everyone else's energy. Good God, that sounds draining, doesn't it? Sounds like a lot. Oh yeah, I'm a mom. Single mom. Listen, there's a million factors to add on that. Oh yeah, I have family to deal with too, and friends. Oh yeah, and also I've been in relationships, and I still want to be in a relationship. It's a lot. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's a lot. But it's not. It's whatever you make it to be. Doesn't mean it's easy. It just means it's whatever you make it to be. So as each thought comes through, as each emotion is felt, as each energy is exchanged, all of it is being thought, heard, felt, smelt, tasted all at once. All my senses are heightened at once. And it's powerful, yo. It's dope. Like, even even with me dealing with it, I'm fascinated, right? Like, I be crying, I be in my feelings, and then I be like, why am I crying though? Why am I in my feelings though? Why do I feel this? This is so cool. I need to find out. I'm gonna take a quick break. Like I said, I clocked out because I wanted to do a little self-care. Yeah, this is my sleeping code, so yeah, whatever. One of many. But I told you I clocked out so I could take a quick little self-care moment. So that's what I'm about to do. Mwah.